Welcome back to I Got a Cheat Skill in the World and Become Unraveled in the Real World too. So, I should point out though, despite the fact I said the title, I couldn't exactly fit in the title of the video of the last one I did for this one. Purely because there was too many letters. Yep, that was pretty much the reason why for it. Yeah. So, basically just called by the first phrase, I got a cheat skill in the world. So, in these two episodes in particular, well, we first began with the last episode where Lena has proposed to Yuta. Yuta politely turns her down, and of course she asks, can we be friends? Sure. Of course she thinks, oh, maybe get a chance. Nope. Kind of good he turned her down because he barely knows her. I mean, he just met her when he saved her life, and they just happened to run into each other last episode. And this way the king wanted to see him. He basically has to, well, he doesn't mention about calculating time per se. They mentioned in this episode, so like give me a little bit of time. But I'll definitely see the king. So then he proceeds to go back home, go to school, and then runs into a brand new character here. A girl who probably did see him from a distance, where at one point basically he saves her from a rogue soccer ball. Yes, seriously. From a rogue soccer ball, he just happened to grab that right in the goal. And of course apologize, and it becomes suspicious that this girl has got a thing for him. Of course she does. Yes. And this girl's name is Kaede Katsuma. Yep. Yeah. After saving her, of course. And then basically things get more weird. So then they have class. Obviously, he does see one of the, I think it's the chairman's daughter. He just happens to run into right after this, Kari, and he waves at her. And then all of a sudden, freaking biker gang shows up at the school. You're like, what? A biker gang knows the Red Ogres. They basically smashed the gate and they pretty much try to kidnap the chairman's daughter, and they're here with, of course, Yuta's siblings. Yuta proceeds to jump out of a 4-story window, land perfectly fine despite the fact that should probably break his feet. He then proceeds to plow his way right to the biker gang to save Kara from being kidnapped, and he beats the leader up in this really good battle, and then the police finally show up because police were called. It's like, and then of course the guy, because the plan failed and the fact that the siblings are arrested, he tries to strangle Yuta's younger brother. But lucky enough, Yuta stops him from doing that by nearly breaking the man's arm. He's like, "That's what he did to me." Basically, of course, he kind of forgives him for the past actions because they're siblings. They're like his only family. Is one of the very few family he has. And then they're hauled away. And like, well, this particular scene is forgotten about by Kari because this was the second time he saved her life, kind of. And then he goes back to the fantasy world, kill some monsters, and then he basically meets up with. He saves this young black Fenrir who becomes his familiar, and he names this puppy Knight. He brings him home, and then of course basically mentioned, but oh yeah, I got myself a dog. And of course basically, well, Kaede proceeds to go with him to shop for pet food, and of course give him a collar, of course. And then he proceeds to go to the dog park, where of course basically and I thought this was really interesting. So yeah. So everybody's like, "Oh, what a cute puppy!" And of course we're on the Kaede again. And then just by sheer coincidence, here's Mew. First time seeing her since only in 2 episodes of previous appearance. Of course they expect each other to think for each other. Like, no, I just worked with her once. Just the second time I saw her. Oh yeah, this was really good. And then just by sheer randomness, a mugger takes a woman's purse. Knight chases him down and drags him back. Yuta basically deals after he pulls a knife. And this is what I call bullcrap, where Kaede says, "Oh, this is the second time you saved me." No, this actually is the 3rd time he saved you, girl. First is from bullies, and then it was from a biker gang, and then the 3rd time was basically this. The guy is arrested, and then of course basically, ooh, we got a possible attachment here. But yeah, great 2 episodes. Still loving this series so far, and I have roughly 8 more to go. Not 7, 8. Because this season is only 13 episodes. You're like, really? Oh yeah, really? Excuse me. And I find it interesting, the fact that it's 13 episodes. Probably by far the one that's not one of the 24 episode ones. This is one of the rare 13 episode ones. That's the main reason why I did to start with the first 3 episodes, and now I'm doing 2. But don't worry, there'll be 2 for the rest of the show. Okay? So yeah, this took a view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, Reincarnated as the 7th Prince. Okay? Next video. Bye.